Today I'm talking about the new psychological thriller film, Heretic. This stars Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, and Chloe East. This was co-written and directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods, who you know from the Quiet Place series. And the basic premise is these two young Mormon women are off trying to spread the good word when they come across this peculiar man. And it quickly becomes apparent to them that he has some alternative motives. And it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. I definitely enjoyed this. I think it had a lot of interesting ideas and solid performances. I really definitely enjoyed Hugh Grant a lot. And I like the characterization a lot of all three of the main characters. I definitely have met numerous people throughout my life that fit into all three of those archetypes. So that was fun. Definitely like the set design. It just had good vibes overall. I do like how the two women called out his bullshit throughout the thing, and he always just constantly tries to play it off. I think that worked really well. Sort of like a meta commentary on the film itself. And I did for the most part like the end, even though it was pretty clear to me how it was gonna all go down. Topher Grace pops up in this for like a hot second. It was nice to see him. It's been a minute. I miss him. There definitely was a lot of monologuing, which does feel on brand for Hugh Grant's character of like these people who are just like atheists, gotcha type people. They reveal one thing that like pokes a hole in Christianity or whatever, and they're like, ah, there is no God. And it's like, okay, buddy, sure. You definitely pulled the rug out on me. And though his monologues about theology were interesting, it was nothing that was truly like groundbreaking to me. I do feel like had I watched this movie 17 years ago, I would have been really intrigued by those conversations. It's not that they weren't interesting, I've just had very similar conversations in real life over the last 17 years. So none of what he said in the movie really was like, oh, interesting. It was more just like, yeah. I was also just kind of waiting for like an oh shit moment to happen, and it never really did. Everything that played out kind of felt like the natural progression of things, which isn't necessarily a criticism, just was kind of hoping to be more surprised because it is a big psychological thriller. And there are moments that do seem like they should be a big surprise, but I just wasn't taken aback by them. I would say my biggest issue with the film though is that I never really truly felt that the women were in danger, just because it's like, well, if they're both dead, then the story can't progress. I mean, stuff does eventually hit the fan, if I still wasn't that worried about anyone. I did definitely still enjoy it, and I honestly would still recommend it. It is a good, interesting film. You are probably going to be like me and it's not going to blow your mind or anything, but it still is an entertaining and interesting experience that is worth checking out. Even though I know I didn't give it the most high praises, it still is an enjoyable experience. And now for my ranking. I put this at number 58 in the White like section. And this is a total of 94 new movies so far this year.